reasonable doubt.
Quiet, please.
The accused are found not guilty and are discharged on all the charges. The court will adjourn.
All right.
All right, so there you have it. Some breaking news at this hour. Timothy Omotoso and his two co-accused found not guilty of rape, human trafficking and other abuses in their 8-year-long trial. We're going to stay with these live visuals as long as we can. You can see the controversial televangelist and two other women in the dock seemingly praying inside the courtroom. It was quite a lengthy judgment delivered by Judge Irma Schoeman just a short while ago, and it really came down to the nature of the cross-examination inside this particular case. In fact, Judge Schoeman saying that she found that the evidence brought by the accused may very well not have been true. However, she says she doesn't rule out the possibility that it could have been true.
So there is breaking news that is just coming in right now. And the news is that the Nigerian televangelist Omotoso has just been acquitted of all the charges that he was facing. So this guy Omotoso had actually spent 8 years in custody. But right now, the judge has actually ruled that the prosecution had a very weak case against him. And because of that, the public is not happy at all with the way that the justice system have handled this case. And so many people, that this includes the women's rights organizations, they've expressed their disappointment, and they're actually arguing that this might deter future victims from reporting and coming up with these cases. And also the African National Congress Women's League has also expressed their own disappointment. But however, what is happening now is that the NPA is considering to go to appeal. So it's not yet over. This is just the beginning with the way these things are unfolding and the way that I'm seeing this. Even though so many people might think that this is actually the end and Omotoso has been acquitted forever, like he is now finally free. But no, this is not. The NPA is considering going to appeal. So what the NPA is going to do is that by going to a higher court, they're going to be looking at the mistakes that were being made by the judge. This, if for example, is going to be including substantive legal errors that were being made by the judge, misinterpretations of the law by the judge, significant procedural mistakes by the judge that could have influenced the verdict that the judge came up with. So an appeal by the NPA is definitely on the table. So this is the side of the critics that are not happy about this. And on the other hand, however, Omotoso also has a lot of supporters within South Africa that were actually happy and were outside the courtroom and celebrating his acquittal. So you can see that this case is actually ongoing, and we'll be there to give you the updates. Tell me what you think in the comment section, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.